Hi everyone! Welcome to today's Hobbii Happy Hour with me, Louisa, and with the wonderful, the amazing, the incredible Matthias.
Hey, thank you.
We are live for you today, coming right to you with great tidings and joy.
Is this
What are tidings?
I actually don't, like maybe the tide?
Yeah?
Like they come with the moon, maybe?
Yeah?
Someone is asking, is this the Black Friday event?
No. This is the early bird special. We are getting closer and closer to Black Friday. Today's live event is a slightly different one just because the way we have structured it is a little bit different, and our offer also differs a little bit from what we do here most of the time. But it's not the big Black Friday one. That will be next week. Next Tuesday, Jay and I are going to have a big, long, great Black Friday live, same time and place as you are used to. And then on Friday, on the actual Black Friday, we are planning something completely different, which is that we are planning to just do a short sort of pop-up live stream, kind of like a good morning, like morning show vibe. So it's going to be at a different time. The event's already up. I know that for some of you, it's probably not at the most convenient hour, considering that you may have been up late the day before on Thanksgiving, but it's more so a little just extra treat. So the big one that you do want to tune into and you do not want to miss under any circumstances will be next Tuesday, so a week from now. Today's stream is more of a little early bird special, a little bit of a, again, slightly different vibe, slightly different offer maybe, but not too far removed from what you already know. And with that, I would say let's get started. We have not one, but two offers for you today. Our first one is going to be a 10% off coupon that is valid side-wide. It is Happy 10, which gives you 10% off on your order. That means it applies on top of anything you may be buying, including our Christmas collection, which is currently at 60% off, our Black Friday sale, which has offers of up to 60% off. It is valid on top of bulk products. It's bulk discounts on all of our products. So you can get 10% extra off of your order. That is our main offer today for you. You get it for 24 hours and you can just use the code HAPPY10. If you put it in the chat, you should be getting a link to our landing page, which includes that offer. We do have a second little offer for you. We do have a free gift on all of your orders if you shop for more than $60 or the equivalent in your currency. So the code is applied at $60 or 45 pounds or 380 Danish kroner, etc., etc. So $60 is the threshold. And if you shop for more than $60, you can get a free little tote bag. It is this super cute tote bag that I had on the show last week and then I wasn't able to show you. I went through the entire office to make sure that I would be able to show it to you, and I will give you a deep and insightful demonstration. The code you want to be using for that is Happy Gift. It is the code Happy Gift. And what you need to do is actually quite simple. Step 1. You add the tote bag to your cart. So you need to add it yourself. You add this and you add it to your cart. You then fill your cart and you add as many items as you want to make sure you reach that $60 threshold. So you can add from our current sales. You can add from whatever tickles your fancy. Once you reach that $60 threshold, the tote bag becomes free if you make sure to apply the code Happy Gift. And yes, because I feel like this is a big important question. Happy 10 and Happy Gift are compatible with each other. Woo! So you can save 10% on your order and get the free gift on top of it. So Happy 10 and Happy Gift are compatible. You just need to make sure that you apply both codes. It might look a bit dodgy at checkout because basically what the system does is it checks if you qualify for Happy Gift, which means that next to some of the yarns you order, it'll say Happy Gift applied, and then at the bottom for the entire order, it's going to say Happy 10 applied. So they do work, and it works side-wide on anything you may want to grab yourself. So Happy Gift is what you want to use for this sweet little tote bag. We'll get to it a little bit more in detail in a minute. In addition to those two offers, what I have for you today as well is a giveaway. And we have only one. That means, for those of you who are members of our live streaming group, I know you've been posting about your craft fails for the last few days. Do not worry. You did not post in vain. We will be having a group giveaway again. We've just paused it for this and next week. I will make a post about that as well. I was off. I had a long weekend off, so I wasn't here, and that's why I forgot to tell you guys about that ahead of time. But do not worry. If you've already been posting in the group, it's not in vain. I will make sure that you are all included in our giveaways going forward, and I will make sure to let you know when we'll resume the group giveaways. It's just for the Black Friday lives, we're kind of mixing things up a little, and so things are a little bit different. So today we're doing one big giveaway. And what's our giveaway, you're asking? Why, it is this very yarn basket that you can win. And this exact one, of course, you'll get fresh skeins, but this is the yarn basket that you will be winning today, or you will have a chance to win. The giveaway will be eligible for those of you who are joining us on Facebook and YouTube. If you're joining us on Insta, you cannot participate, sadly. However, both Happy 10 and Happy Gift are, of course, for you. We'll be doing the giveaway at the end of the stream, and you will need to be active in the chat. I will, of course, make sure to let you know when to get going and when to be active to win this phenomenal little basket. So, you've got 10% off on your entire order on anything on the page. You've got a little free gift if you would like on with any order $60 or more, and you've got the chance to win this incredible basket. And with that, I should say, let's get started and maybe tell you a little bit about what you can get for free today. And it is... I made the sound, and then I full-on grabbed next to the tote instead of the tote, because I put it on the ground next to me. This tote bag. So those of you who participated on our make-along last year, our après-ski Mal, you will be familiar with the tote bag, and you may already own one, in fact, because this is what the kit came in, or well, with. It was an exclusive product that wasn't, meant to be anything other than that. However, we got so many messages about this tote bag that our product department decided to order a limited quantity and offer it for to buy. For sale? Yeah, for sale is the word I was trying to think of. And so you can now buy this beautiful tote bag. We do have limited stock. We don't have a whole lot of them left, but I just wanted to show you from the outside. It is this shiny red material, and you can see it is kind of translucent, so you can kind of see through it. You can see my hand there waving at you. The inside of it is somehow even cooler because it's holographic, and who does not love a holographic bag? I know I do. I have this bag at home in the blue variety, which we also have. It's not part of today's deal, but this one does exist in blue as well, but we do have the red one for you today as a free gift. And I just think it looks so cool. Like, this looks like a volcano. This looks like the inside of a volcano.
That's cool.
It's a pretty decent size. You can get a laptop in here. I have tried that with mine. You can use this as a work bag. You can use this to transport your projects. You can use this as a little gift wrapping maybe also.
Or if you want to see
really
red.
Cute. If you want to see red,
you take it over your head.
You just put it over your head. Do not put plastic bags over your head. Do not listen to Matthias.
Do it.
No.
No, okay, sorry. I'm just being,
No, I will put this over your head.
I'm being flippant, sorry.
But this is the red clear tote bag that you could get for free if your order total surpasses $60. It is kind of part of our Christmas line. It was a little bit, oh my god, my manicure matches the bag.
Woo!
There we go. Shout out to my wonderful nail artist Victoria, who is truly the best. If you are in Malmö, you should go to her. So this tote bag was kind of also released as a seasonal special. It is very Christmassy. I think it'd be really cute. Just as a little, as a gift on its own, or to put a gift into, or to, just get the Christmas spirit going and be out and about. we do have some other amazing Christmas yarns, and I'm quickly going to touch upon them. I only brought a few of them out because we've already done a live shopping all about them. But we do have a few really fun ones, really nice ones, and they are all 60% off now. So you can get an extra good deal because you can get the 10% on top of that 60%. My personal favorite, and one that I have now finally ordered, is Diamond Dust. I am going to primarily be using this as a decoration on its own. It is the yarn that started a whole... I love that it looks Italian if you hold them all three together. It is the yarn that started a whole debate between Matthias and I about whether or not he knew what tinsel was, or he had seen tinsel before, and what you would call this if not tinsel, but it's this yarn. It's essentially a tinsel garland turned yarn. It's made out of polyester with some metallized fibers in there. That means fibers that are coated in a metal-like substance and therefore super sparkly. And as you can see, it's essentially like a Christmassy eyelash yarn. So it's an eyelash yarn with some extra sparkle and extra Christmas spirit added to it. It's called Diamond Dust, which I think just sounds really chic. And of course, it is, I think, an acquired taste. This is the kind of thing that not everyone's going to be into, but if you are into the kind of more maximalist, more quirky Christmas vibe, if you're into sort of quote-unquote ugly Christmas sweaters, then I think this is a yarn that you might be into. You get 130 yards on one of these. It's a medium weight yarn. The hooker needle size really differs depending on project, but it's somewhere in the realm of like 5 to 6 millimeters. And it's just a fun little effect yarn. So whether you are making a, Christmas outfit and you just want to add that little bit of tinsel flair to it, or if you want to be like me and literally, I think I'm just going to wrap this around my tree. I got the white and I got the red. I didn't get the green, which is odd because I know I love green, but it's just because I figured if I have a green tree, this isn't really going to pop and these are going to pop more. So this is what I've got. But just wanted to show it to you one more time because our Christmas yarns are also, limited edition. Oh, actually the white's just already gone. So we only have the red and the green left now. So sorry for those of you who missed out. It was still available a few days ago when I placed my order. But this is Diamond Dust. It's one of the many beautiful yarns that you can grab right now at 60% off, as is our Christmassy Wheel of Alpaca and Wheel of Alpaca Glitter. So these are our Wheel of Alpacas just in the seasonal colors. We've got the Elsa variety, as I like to call it, or the frozen yarn, which I think just looks super fab with a little bit of glitter added to it as well. This is our beautiful 80% acrylic, 20% alpaca blend. It's a medium weight yarn. No, it's a lightweight yarn, excuse me. And it's just perfect for things like shawls. It's perfect for things like sweaters. It's perfect for things like cozy blankets. And it's just a really, really fun and soft alpaca blend yarn. So great for those of you looking to make some cute Christmassy projects, and probably the last time to get it if you want to, get your Christmas presents or get your Christmas project sorted, since, we're running out of time, as I discovered recently. I have now pivoted. I've stopped all of my projects that are my own. So the hexagon cardigan that I'm working on, that's going to be my own. Paused for now. I am now exclusively doing Christmas presents. I'm doing a beanie. I'm doing the kerchief that I'm working on. I've got 2 scarves on the go, and I'm going to make 2 hoods and 2 more beanies. So I'm like quite, my hooks are running hot, and I'm going, hoping to finish everything before Christmas. But yeah, so if you're in the same boat, you might want to grab your Christmas yarns now if those are the colors and that's the vibe that you want to go for. But the Wheel of Alpaca Christmas, both the glitter and the standard version, are now 60% off on our Black Friday sale. So you also can grab that with an extra 10% discount if you apply code HAPPY10. Tice is asking if we're able to use both codes. Yes, you are. You are able to use both
we
codes.
are used to that, Louisa.
I know.
Yeah, what's going on?
I know.
Amazing.
It was a breakthrough, let me tell you.
Breakthrough, yeah.
Yes, but you can use code HAPPY10, which gives you 10% off on your order. And if your order total surpasses $60, you will be able to use code code Happy Gift for the free tote bag as well. So you can extra treat yourself today.
And of course, that's until in case there is no longer stock.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is until stock as long as stock lasts. I am hoping, frankly, that the stock lasts because we're doing another live shopping tomorrow for the Germans. So let's hope.
The blue one could then be.
I just got done finishing all the graphics and everything. I don't want to have to change everything. KA is saying, I use both codes here in Ireland and it works. Yay! Excellent. I also made Matt test it. I made the codes and then told him, please test it on every domain because I wanted to make sure that everything would work. And Mel is asking, does that mean we can use other codes with live and bingo codes in the future? No, not necessarily. It basically just means that for this particular code, we figured out a way to make it work. It isn't necessarily going to be the same procedure going forward. So this is an offer where we can offer you to combine codes. That's not necessarily going to be the case for every single discount. It's a matter of which kinds of codes can be stackable, and not all of them can, but some of them can. And these, we discovered to our great joy, can be stacked. It's similar to, if you remember a few months ago, we had the live stream where we were going to give you 20% off on top of the bulk discount, and we discovered that actually is impossible technically. And so it has a lot to do with on what level certain codes apply. And then on certain levels, you can combine something that you can, for instance, a shipping discount can be combined with a product discount. But not every product discount can be combined with another product discount. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit techie and it took a while to figure out. But yes, so for today, both Happy Gift and Happy 10 apply together. And it did work for the EU store and Germany and US. I'm already getting people confirming that it's working for them.
Okay, good. I mean, it looks like it's working, so yeah.
Yeah. Important to note that Happy Gift will only apply once your order total surpasses the $60, and the tote bag must be in your cart for it to apply. So those are the important ones as well. Right. I have one more Christmas yarn I quickly wanted to show, which is another one that I added to my order. It's our Starlight Soft and Starlight Christmas. Both of these are the yarns that have that reflecting thread in them. So when you flash a light at them, or if you're out and about at night and headlights come up, this thread that is added to the yarn will turn reflective. It doesn't glow in the dark. It does not just shine on its own. It's not sparkly. In fact, I would say that on its own it's actually kind of matte. Like on the white you can really see it's just kind of this gray color. But at night, if a light flashes on it, it will reflect. So it's a really, really nice way to add that little bit of visibility to your outfits at night. That's also why I bought it. I got it in this teal color, and I got it in a light gray because I'm going to make pom-poms for hats. So some of the beanies that I'm working on for Christmas, I'm going to add pom-poms with reflective yarn to them for some of my friends' kids, because I think it's a really cute idea to have a little cute hat or a cute little beanie and then add that extra little bit of visibility to it. Be advised, this is not protective or equipment, so it's not. Yeah, if you're working by the side of the road late at night, don't just trust that you have a beanie made out of this on. But of course, as a really, really nice little extra, I know a lot of people like using these yarns for dog sweaters as well, to just add that little bit of extra visibility. They are super cool for that. So that's Starlight Soft Christmas and Starlight Christmas. Both of these are also 60% off already, and those you can also grab with an extra 10% with our code HAPPY10. So that is it for our Christmas collection. And I think now it's time to move on to the actual fun part. Because now I'm going to talk to you about yarns that you can actually win today. That's right. For those of you who joined in late, we are doing one big giveaway today, and that giveaway will take place on our chat. It's eligible, or anyone on YouTube and Facebook is eligible to participate. We sadly cannot offer it on Instagram. But what's going to happen is that we have a gorgeous, gorgeous basket lovingly assembled by Matthias. And the contents of this basket will go to one lucky winner at the end of the stream. For those of you who joined late, if you are a member of our Facebook live streaming group, you'll know that we've had a long-running giveaway there where people have been posting pictures every week. That is on pause for this week and next week. I will make a post about that. I apologize for not having made that post already. I was away. I went on a little trip with my sister for the weekend and I just didn't get around to posting before I went, and then I came back and then I realized I had forgotten. Long story short, I will make sure to post in there as well so that people who are not watching the stream right now aren't super confused. But we will, of course, go back to the posts that you've made in the last week and will continue to make. We will, so you haven't posted in vain. We'll just put a little pin in it for now and then get back to you guys in about 2 weeks' time when we're back for the last few streams of the year. I'm actually kind of planning to do a year in review as well. You can let me know if that's something you would like, both on the group and then also to do something on on the live streams as well in December. So
it'll be live wrapped.
Yeah, because I love, this is a fun fact about me. Love watching year in review things. Mm-hmm. I love watching also things like if you're in the UK, like the big fat quiz of the year, like the big fat quiz of 2025 and stuff like that. Love watching all of those. Like I love looking back at the year. Mika saying, "Oh no, and I had a really funny craft fail that I posted." Don't worry, I will still make sure to feature those, just not this week. So I apologize for not being super clear about that. I was a bit wrapped up.
And I will say, for the basket, I have tried to pick only bangers, classics, great yarns that we've had many times before. I hope you guys will enjoy.
Yes,
what we have
Matt
here.
Put his all into assembling this really cute basket. I think the color choices already look amazing, and of course, you're also winning a tote bag.
Woo.
So let's start there. You're getting a tote bag. If you are our lucky winner, you get a tote bag. If you're not our lucky winner, you can still get a free tote bag if your order total surpasses $60, and then you just gotta add the code HAPPYGIFT at checkout to get that going. Ashley saying, "Oh man, I finally remembered to post." Like I said, anyone who's already posted, do not worry. Your posts will be featured in future episodes. I'm basically, going back all the way to the date of the last stream or to the exact hour of the last stream, and anything posted since then is still going to be featured. So no worries there. Let's get talking about some of the yarns you can win today, all of which are also currently on sale, and all of which, of course, Happy 10 for 10% off applies to, and all of which, when added together, can make up a $60 or more order, so you can get your free tote bag. So let's chat about some yarn. You can win this super fun summer, I would say, right? It's like, or autumnal maybe. It's like this
color, yeah.
This is a very nice sort of summery autumnal color. It's putting me it's putting me in a more warm and cozy mood than the current weather does. This is Fruda, of course, our beautiful Fruta. There you go. A 100% Pima cotton cake, so a very, very nice cotton, very, very nice and soft cotton variety. It's got this nice weight to it. So the recommended hook or needle size for this is a 4 to 5 millimeters, which, if you've been a long-time viewer, you'll know, is my go-to hook size. And what I love about this is that despite being on the thicker side for a cotton yarn, especially if you compare it, for instance, to an 8/4 cotton, or a lace weight cotton, let's not even talk about that right now. But if you compare it to that, this is still very nice and soft and very nice and drapey and flowy. So even if you work it up a little tighter, it's still going to have quite a nice drape to it for a long time. Of course, if you the tighter you get, the more structured it's going to get, right? That's how that works. But that's what I love about Fruda, which means that despite being a little bit thicker, it's still very, very suitable to make clothes out of, to make shawls out of, and still have them look really nice and airy and light, despite not being that thin. You get 230 yards on one of these cakes, and they have these really beautiful, kind of slightly randomized colors. So these are not stripes that you get with Fruda, you will more likely get this kind of speckled, bright and colorful look. Matt's pulling up some pictures of some knit swatches to show you, so you can see how it's going to work. Like Elizabeth's saying, you can't have summer autumnal colors. They are totally different shades. I'm not talking about the, like, what type am I kind of colors. I'm talking about what do these colors make me think of? And they make me think of August and September, which, depending on your definition, are both, well, August is a summer month, and then September, depending on your definition, is like kind of late summer, early autumn. So I think that's what that's what this puts me in mind of, I would say.
In warmer times.
This is color 14, by the way. Yeah, but also like that specific light that you get during late summer and early fall. So
it's nice.
I know that like in color, like if you're looking at like the, you know, different color seasons, whatever, then summer and fall are quite different from each other. I will say though, I sometimes don't get like when it's like, oh, you are a winter type and therefore these colors, and I look at them and I'm like, some of those don't necessarily scream winter to me.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, I have personal beef with all of those because any single time I've done any kind of analysis on myself, it's always told me that I look good in colors that I don't like. Like it's like, oh yeah, you should be wearing a lot of like rose tones and like mauve tones and like washed out turquoise, and I'm like, no. I want to be told that I look good in black. I want to be told, you know, but so I just decided to ignore it.
I mean, honestly, you should just follow your heart.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
should.
my heart is saying dress like Steve Jobs, basically. It is so lovely. So this is Fruta. You get a skein as part of your price, and it's 50% off right now. So it's currently 50% off. Perfect for shawls, perfect for shirts, and many other things. We do have a few more colors here to show you, and it's just a joy to work with. So soft. We do recommend that you hand wash this yarn, by the way, which is important to know, or cold, or wash it on cold at least, just to preserve its colors as best as possible.
Maybe also in one of those bags that you can put it in.
Catherine is saying, I don't see Fruda on the landing page. Is it normal? Yes, because our code, Happy10, applies to everything on the website. I had to make the executive decision to only put some yarns on the landing page, and basically I put 2 of our Black Friday sales as well as our Christmas yarns on the page, but Happy10 applies to everything on our webpage because it applies to your order. So don't worry about it. Are you a goth girl? Asks Mary. I want it to be. Well, I don't know, like maybe not goth, like not full on goth, but kind of that kind of skater punk
My
that
Chemical Romance
leans.
type.
Yeah, except it wasn't My Chemical Romance so much. It was more like Avril Lavigne. I desperately wanted to like Avril Lavigne Under My Skin, like that vibe. I was obsessed with. I bought a kind of gray with kind of like a black floral pattern, like tulle fabric, and I was going to turn that into a skirt. I had this entire idea, and my mom and I went out and bought the fabric, and then I literally ran out of steam in terms of learning how to sew so quickly, so that never happened. But I kept that fabric for so long because I was going to make it into something, and it looked so cool. And I'm now thinking about, I need to ask my mom if we still have that fabric, because now I'm much better at sewing, so maybe. But yeah, no, I like maybe not goth, but more like pop punk emo girly. That was definitely my vibe. Definitely.
Yeah.
Always worn a lot of black. And Jack's saying, I'm supposed to be a cool summer palette, but I always wear black. Yeah, I don't even remember which one I was supposed to be. Like, I think it was something either spring or also summer. It was something that included a lot of pastels and a lot of kind of washed out colors, like mauve or whatever, those kinds of shades, which they're lovely on other people. I just really don't like them on myself.
Is this a BuzzFeed quiz?
No, it's like this thing where people like go to a professional and pay a lot of money to be told which colors look good on them.
Ah.
But you can also, Jaya did it for me. Jaya just took 5 pictures of me, put them in ChatGPT, and was like, tell her which colors she looks good in, and I did not like any of the answers, and so I just gave up.
Louisa, you should just follow your own heart, your
Yes.
own thoughts, your own opinions.
That is what I do. That is what I do.
Nice.
Hence the black.
Don't listen to the computer.
Let's talk about some more cool yarns,
Yeah.
because we've had Fruda, so you can win a Fruda. You can also get an extra 10% off on a Fruda right now. But we've got some more. We've got a ton more, in fact. So Matt also added 2 skeins of our friend's wool to the basket.
Actually, 3.
Where's the third? Oh, there. He added 3 skeins of our friend's wool to the basket. See, this is the kind of color that it recommends I look good in, except colder, not this warm shade. Slightly off.
It's a good color.
It's a nice color, but it's not a cool... Have you ever seen me wear anything in this color? No. There's a reason for that. It's because I don't own anything in that color, frankly.
I feel like
I wear a lot of blue.
it would look better to you as well if you got used to it, probably, right? Because you're used to how you dress now.
And I mean, I think it's like, right, like a lot of it just has to do with personal taste, right? Like also, who do I look up to in terms of inspiration and stuff? And I've just never been a super, like, I mean, maybe for an accessory, but not for like a whole... I don't know.
Yeah.
Debbie is saying, I was supposed to wear white. Oh, white washes me out so badly. And Cynthia's asking if you can use Happy Gift and Happy 10 on the same order. Yes, you can. You absolutely can, Cynthia. Friends wool, 100% wool. This is feltable wool, so it's not superwash treated or not treated in any other way. So important to note, if you do not want to felt it, hand wash it. If you do want to felt it, look at some instructions on how to do that, and then you can machine wash it, because friction plus heat is going to give you felted wool. So yeah, if you want to avoid that, hand wash. Otherwise, go forth and enjoy your felted project. Each of these skeins has about 109 yards of medium weight yarn. Recommended hook or needle size is in the realm of a 4.5 to a 5.5 millimeter. A lovely, lovely, warm, woolly yarn. In terms of scratchiness, it is a 100% wool yarn. It's not merino, so it is going to feel quite woolly. I will say that out of our 100% wool yarns, it is on the softer side, in my opinion. So it is less itchy than some other woolly yarns that we have. That is my personal opinion. These 3 colors are the ones that are in the basket, but Matt's going to pull up our lovely color palette for you so you can see all the colors that you have available to you. So whether you are a soft autumn or a cold winter, or I don't actually remember how exactly all of the others are called, but whichever one you are, you will find a color there that suits you according to, you know, whoever has decided to come up with those rules.
Yeah. What do you think I would, like, what would my color be?
I feel like we'd probably be like a similar tone, because we have a similar skin tone. We both have similar eye color. Your hair color is really close to my natural hair color.
Okay.
Yeah, the brown's not natural, guys. You can see it a little bit peeking through.
So I would also be in the rosa or the little those types of. Maybe. You know what?
You can also, like, you also have to look at like your veins and see, do they look more green or do they look more blue?
Blue, definitely.
Yeah, that tells you something about your undertone, I think.
You know what? I don't care about this. Like I found out that I just want to wear the colors that I want, Louisa. Okay. It's too complicated.
Karina is saying, was there a code last week? I didn't get... I was promised a box of it. I don't quite know, Karina, what you're talking about. Last week we had Happy 11 for 11% off side white. So that was just 11% off on everything on the website. So there was no free gift last week. This is our first time trying out the free gift on live shopping. So that's it. Exactly. Matte would be a spring, says Katrina.
I like it. I mean, green colors, yellowy, maybe a little bit like fresh.
Look up the color palette. Look up like what a spring color palette is, like clothing, like spring. Because, you know.
Okay.
this is the thing.
Pretty light.
Pretty light, very pastel-y.
There is some black and grays.
Yeah.
I like it.
But then also, like, look at how many different color palettes there are, and they're all a bit different from each other.
Yeah.
So it's very pick and choose whatever you actually
it doesn't
like.
seem like a real science.
You know?
It's not a real science. It is.
I just wear dark colors, yeah. Same. What was I gonna say? Oh my god, I keep getting distracted because now I'm just thinking about like all the different like color vibes and how I was so offended when it told me that I should wear colors that I don't particularly like. These colors I do like also, last thing I'm going to say about this, it's also really interesting because of course there's one thing where it's like I'm wearing gold jewelry right now, for instance, right? I kind of switch back and forth between gold and silver. I think I'm more naturally a silver tone, but it doesn't matter. But it's also really funny because for clothing, for instance, I'm very much like, I wear a lot of black, I wear a lot of like kind of more neutral, etc. And then for interior decoration, these colors would be well up my alley. Like a pillowcase out of these three colors would 100% work in my living room.
Yeah.
So it's really funny now that I think about it. I'm like, yeah, these colors, you know, la la la. And I'm like, but my interior style is very different from my clothing style. My clothing style is a lot of black. My interior style is almost no black. It's mostly colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, these three skeins look like a fruit salad, says Amber. I agree. And you can win them. These three particular ones, 109 yards each. Lovely wool yarn, perfect for any woolly project. Just bear in mind, if you machine wash it, they are going to felt. So if you want that, great. If you don't, hand wash your skeins. Well, not your skeins, your projects. This was Friends Wool. It's currently 50% off. Happy 10 for 10% off applies on top of that. If you order a lot of it, you can also use code HAPPYGIFT for a free tote bag.
Well, would also like to say that I chose for the basket. I chose the same color for many of them, like multiple of them, so they can actually. So the yellow actually is the one I chose.
Oh,
so
I thought you chose.
I
thought you chose this
to show the amount.
combination.
But do you want? Because I feel like
I like the combination. Yeah, but if you want to make like a fun, funky project, you may need more than.
Is that enough?
Yeah, like if you want to make like a, like slippers, like striped slippers or something. Making Matt change the price now.
You're changing it now. It's the 110, right, as well?
And Mika's saying, here I am using ChatGPT to figure out my colors. And Melissa's saying, so if you sit in your room, you look good. Yeah, like I basically, exactly, my clothing style is whatever, but I make sure that the rooms I'm in complement my looks. That is actually the way I go about it.
I'm not going in here. It doesn't complement.
Exactly. I'll walk in and like some people walk in and they say like, oh, the feng shui is off or whatever. I'll walk in and I'm like, nope, don't like this room. Does not complement my natural, my skin tone.
Not my vibe.
I love the three colors together, says Debbie. So
you got it.
Good thing I browbeat you into changing it. Let's show you some more yarns because there's more in this basket. There's also some... My brain broke. Honey Bunny. I was like, there's also some, and then I don't even know what I was going to say, but it wasn't Honey Bunny. Honey Bunny. Which colors are in it, Matt?
Oh, that is the green.
Two of this beautiful. That's a very nice and Christmassy color, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Very nice Christmassy green shade. I do have a blue here as well to show you a little bit of color variety. But this is what's in the basket. It is our beautiful Honey Bunny. Hello, I am the Honey Bunny. I am here to tell you about today's offers. First off, we have 10% off your entire order with code HAPPY10. That is 10% off you can use on our entire order. In addition to that, if you order for more than $60 or whatever that is in your currency, you can get an additional free tote bag. Do remember, you need to add that tote bag to your cart yourself and apply the code HAPPYGIFT. Thank you for listening. That's Honey Bunny, out. Not sure what accent that was. I feel like I went slightly Irish at some point and then didn't remember how to do that, so... Maybe a little Kermit in there as well.
Yeah, I heard it, definitely. It was that. I mean, it is green.
So this is our beautiful, beautiful honey bunny, and you can get 2 skeins in this gorgeous green shade in your cart. It's 130 yards of 100% polyester chenille yarn. It's a bulky sized yarn. The recommended hook or needle size is going to differ depending on the project you are working on. It's going to be in the realm of 6 or 5 millimeters to 10 millimeters, depending on if you're making something like an amigurumi, then you want your stitches to be quite tight so the filling doesn't come out too much. Or if you're looking at something like an item of clothing where you want a slightly looser and more flowy texture to your stitches. 131 yards, machine washable at medium temperature, and super, super cozy and fun, and so cute. Look at this guy. Bye! It's currently 50% off on our Black November sale. And of course, Happy 10 for 10% off applies on top of that. So you get an extra 10%. And if you place loads of skeins in your cart and you surpass a $60 or equivalent in your currency order total, make sure you pop one of these guys into your basket as well, and then apply the code HAPPYGIFT for a little free tote bag on top of it. I just realized that now that I filled it with yarn, I can't really see through it anymore, but I can now, of course, I see my reflection in it. So this is also kind of fun. Like, you could just I can see my own reflection in the bag.
They want to hide the lighters.
Because Jaya's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hi Jaya, I hope you're having a lovely evening, and I can't wait for you for next week to have some fun together. And there will be no lighters. Honey Bunny says so as well. Yeah, no lighters.
Don't burn me.
Just saying. So 2 of the green honey bunny also go into the tote bag that you can win, well, into the basket, because eventually it is not going to fit into the bag anymore. But I'm still stuffing yarns in the bag for now to show you also the capacity of what it is. We've got some more yarns for you to win. Like Universe. You can get the entire galaxy into your craft stash with Universe. I know, Matt, you really went for all the faves.
Yeah.
I feel like Matt looked at this and said, favorite yarn, favorite yarn, favorite yarn, favorite yarn. Let's go.
Yep.
We've got Universe, which is this acrylic yarn with a polyester glitter thread wrapped around it. It's a single plied yarn, so you only have the one ply, and as you can see, very, very loosely spun. So a very nice and bouncy thread with the fibers just kind of having this very nice soft texture to them, and then the polyester thread is wrapped around, not only giving it a little bit of an extra sparkly effect, but also kind of holding everything together. It's a super fine yarn weight with a recommended hook or needle size of 3 to 4 millimeters, and you get just over 500 yards on one of these. Matt, which color are they getting?
They're getting the one you're holding, actually.
This one, you are getting 2 of this beautiful color. This is color number 30, which has this nice kind of orangey bronze colored glitter thread. With Universe, depending on the main color, so this is color 20, my personal favorite, you will get a different glitter thread. So sometimes the glitter thread is just the exact same color as what's underneath. Sometimes, if there's more colors, it's gonna be a little bit of a contrast, or sometimes it's gonna just, whatever looks good with the main yarn. And Jaya is saying she cannot wait to be live with us. It is going to be so fun. Maria is saying Universe and Universe XL are 2 of my favorite glittery yarns. I love multicolored acrylics as well. And Marjorie is saying Universe makes such cute beanies. This yarn is, I think, one that a lot of people love for many different properties. 1, nice and soft. 2, nice and glittery. 3, color changing. And this yarn gives you these very, very gentle stripes where the colors are blended into each other very nicely. So it's that kind of nebula almost effect that you get with these colors. The glitter thread is, of course, lovely to look at, but if you are a little bit sensitive, one of the things that makes this yarn, I think, really amazing is because of it is very loose spun texture, the glitter thread kind of sinks into the rest of the yarn as it is worked up. And so when you kind of stroke the surface, as one is sometimes wont to do, or of course if you're wearing it, you're not really going to notice it as much. So that's a great feature of this yarn. And you're getting 2 in this lovely color. Of course, we do have a amazing color palette. Anything from light and bright spring colors to dark and moody winter tones is there. Anything from slightly more monochromatic to more high contrast, different colors. Universe has got you covered, and 2 of them are gonna go in the basket.
Quiz for you. The one on the left, right? That you have there.
Yeah.
A little hint on what its name is. You have to tell me what it is. It's the furthest man-made object
The furthest man-made object?
in the universe.
Oh. So it's one of the things they sent out into space to just travel on forever.
Yep.
I used to know a lot of these things, and I don't anymore. I've forgotten. Is it... no, not Discovery?
Oh, I mean, it's close.
What is it?
Voyager.
Should have known this. I feel really bad now that I didn't. Great. No, I love reading about like space voyaging and space everything. Would I ever want to go to space? Absolutely not. I already hate flying. Like no.
Yeah, no.
Like, whenever I hear like, oh, they're going to be able to send tourists into space, I'm like, no, you'd have to pay me. And you'd have to pay me so much money. It's the same, frankly, as going to the bottom of the ocean. I wouldn't pay a cent to do that. I would.
Titanic?
No, you'd have to pay me so much money to send me down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. But
I don't think money is enough.
if you feel the same way as me, right? Get yourself some universe, because then you can hold the universe at the palm of your hand from the comfort of your very safe, very cozy sofa, where you don't have to worry about space debris hitting you, where you don't have to worry about suddenly being without oxygen, where you don't have to worry about exploding, imploding, any of that. This is the space exploration that I want. It's universe.
I forgot to tell you, Louisa. Actually, Jaya just got the budget for a space live shopping. So we are flying out.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes, my personal fee will be $20 million.
I don't think that's enough. You'd have to give me generational wealth. You know, I can live 1,000 lifetimes.
Yeah. $100 million. $100 million, and I'll consider it. No. I'm reading Project Hail Mary right now. Very good book, for those of you who are curious. And it's very fun, but it's also making me not want to go to space ever. Matt is now sharing space facts. What's your favorite space fact, Matt?
Oh, that's difficult. I mean, I think right now I'm pretty heavy on the neutron stars, because they can be these amazing magnetic. They can spin around their axis 700 times in a second.
That is fast.
And then they act like lighthouses in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Shiloh is saying, I love that the human race was like, the ocean is scary, let's see what's in space. I also think of that a lot. The fact that we have so much of our ocean unexplored, but we've been to the moon multiple times.
Yeah.
It's literally, people kind of looked at the depth of the water and looked up and thought, somehow up is easier than down.
Yeah.
I also, frankly, love the fact that so much of space exploration has, of course, brought insights into, the life, the universe, and all of that, yes. But also just the practical implications of, well, we need to figure out how to send things up there that are super light but super durable. And then those materials you can actually use for other things. It's like, oh, we now have, super thin foils that can keep people warm, or that can keep, and it's really cool. It's just like, some of it is just day-to-day applications that were originally developed for spaceflight. Yeah. And I'm like, that is freaking cool. Amazing. Also in terms of, exploring different propulsion methods, different fuels and stuff. because it's like, well, you need to send things up as effectively as possible, you know, as efficient as possible. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff about like space exploration. I just personally wouldn't want to go to space.
Well, you are in space. You're part of it.
Yeah, and when I think about that too long, I get anxious. So let's not talk about that. Like, you know, when you're just standing around and you're just like, you know, crocheting and you're thinking, oh, lovely. And then you just think, I am literally on a rock hurling through space at like a breakneck speed. And then I think, nope.
We keep it local. Keep
Yeah,
it local.
but Ashley's saying, I agree, space is far less scary than the ocean. Both equally scary. Both terrifying.
I would be more terrified in a submarine, like on the depth of the ocean, than I would be in space, I think.
No, I would be equally scared in both.
Because, like, the pressure in the ocean.
You know what's my favorite? What's one really fun space fact?
What?
Well, it's not a space fact as such, but it's an Earth and space fact. It's if you happen to be at Point Nemo on a boat, and the ISS crosses above you, then the closest other human being is whoever is on the ISS.
Yeah.
Because you are that far removed from all other humans when you're there. Yeah. So it's like Point Nemo is like the furthest part in the ocean that you can be from land in all directions.
In the Pacific, right?
Yeah. And so if you're there, everywhere is so far away that if the ISS happens to pass above you close-ish, then that is the nearest human to you. I mean, accounting for there may be some other boats. There may be some other boats close by, and you know, but like it's so crazy to think of like also the distances on Earth versus up and sideways, and you know.
It's, you could wave.
Listen, as fun as this is not what you guys are here for. You're here to hear about yarns and maybe get some ideas for cool projects and some inspiration and fun. So let's try and get back on that. If I were to go to space, which yarn would I take with me? Well, I once did an entire quiz about how I did 2 days of worth of quizzes of the Saturn V rocket and how much yarn it could have propelled to the moon. Because like I looked up what the payload was and exactly like the maximum. So assuming that there was no lunar landing module, just shoot yarn up there, and it was so many skeins of Friends Kid Silk that you could shoot up there. It was very fun to imagine that floating through space for some reason. And similar to Friends Kid Silk is this yarn. Similar in texture and look, very different in actual fiber content, because this is Alpaca Blaze. And can you show the label that's on the website, Matt?
Oh yes, sorry. Whoop.
Matt's going to show you the label that's on the website, because doesn't that alpaca look like it wants to go to space? It has wings.
It's like Icarus.
Yeah.
It wants to fly to the sun.
Yeah. Well, Icarus didn't want to fly to the sun.
But he did.
Yeah, right? Well, also not to the sun, just too close to it.
It was because he couldn't go down to a certain degree, and then he had to stay in the middle, and then he
No, I thought it was. Isn't the whole thing, the whole idea that he was so overcome with the joy of flying that he just kept going higher, and his dad was like, "Don't," and then it was too late.
Yeah, sad.
Now we're on Greek mythology. Great.
Alpaca Blaze.
Alpaca Blaze. Someone said something made with natural wool. We've got Friends wool that we already talked about. That we've now got Alpaca Blaze. So this is a 40% acrylic, 30% alpaca, and 30% polyamide blend. It is super, super lightweight and lace weight yarn. You get almost 250 yards on one of these little donuts, as Stephen would call them. As you can see here, super thin thread on its own. You can of course bulk this up, use multiple strands. You can also use this in combination with other yarns. I was wearing a scarf yesterday that had 2 different strands of Alpaca Blaze in it, and now today I didn't bring it, which is very typical of me. It is super, super fuzzy and cozy and very, very soft. It is a nice alternative to mohair yarns such as Friends Kid Silk or Diablo. If for some the mohair, so the goat hair, is a little irritating on your skin, this has alpaca fibers instead, so it might be a good replacement. I know there's also people who sadly are sensitive to alpaca fiber specifically, and some other people are not sensitive to the actual type of fiber. It is the fuzziness itself and the fact that there's just more friction on your skin. So it really depends on what causes irritation for you. But this is one of my personal favorites. I love it for its softness. I love it for its colors. And it is really, really nice to work up both on its own or in combination with other yarns. I love combining this with merino wool personally. We have a lot of really nice fresh colors there. Melissa saying, watch Hobbii live shopping and get a well-rounded education as well as your yarn fix. One fun fact about me is that I am like a sponge. I soak up so much information, and then I am able to reproduce a lot of it with a lot of confidence, but not necessarily accuracy.
I think you're pretty accurate, usually.
I mean, it's not like I'm outright making up stuff. It's more like, you know, you think of the Point Nemo fact, for instance, and it's like, yeah, I mean, technically that's true if you assume that there's no other boats around you, you know, like,
yeah.
If you assume that there isn't a plane flying above you, you know, like, so it's kind of like, okay, yeah, fair enough, actually.
It's theoretically...
It's a very theoretical thing.
The weather in Denmark right now is very cold. It's 4 degrees Celsius and windy.
It is so cold.
It's cold and windy.
I'm layering up every day on my way to work and on my way home, and I'm wearing mittens, and then I get on the train and I have to peel myself like an onion, and I'm then very overstimulated because I'm like, the second I step on the train I'm hot, but the second I step off the train I'm cold.
It's hard. It's hard.
What colors are you holding? So I'm holding colors 45 and 44. Do we still have these, Matt?
Yes, and the top one is the one that they win, I believe.
So color 45 is the one that you are going to get in your basket. So it's this cute, it's called peach, I think, but it is this very nice creamy peach. So yeah, that is a very good descriptor because it is a kind of cream shade, a little beige with a little of that kind of warm apricot undertone.
It's very nice.
Very lovely. And yes, so it is on the it is a lovely and soft yarn in my opinion. However, if fuzziness in general is something that you know you're sensitive to, this is still a fuzzy yarn. I mean, you can't hide that fact. And it works up really beautifully when combined with other yarns. Or I've never used it single-stranded because that is frankly far too thin for my tastes, but I have used it with 3 strands and a size 6mm hook, and that worked really nicely. Lita is saying, it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit in Missouri today. And again, I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I don't know how hot or cold that is.
Like around 20 Celsius?
Is it that warm still in Missouri? Yeah, Matt, that was a very good guess.
There we go.
21 Celsius. Well done. Deborah is saying, if that bulked up in a monochromatic palette would make a lovely sweater. It absolutely would. And Katie is saying, the Dream Color yarns only have a small selection of colors showing from what they used to be. Are they discontinued? Will there be more colors available? That is a very good question. So with Dream Color, there were some changes made. So there is a new, like the yarn was re-released in a new color palette. I do not know if there are more colors coming soon or if that is something that is a slower process. I know we've essentially phased out old colors and then introduced new colors to replace those. I am not 100% sure if the color palette is shrinking or if that is just a current supplier issue. I will happily ask around and see if I can let you know in a few on our next stream, but I don't know the answer right now.
What does code Happy10 apply to?
Everything.
Everything?
So code Happy10 applies to your whole order. So whatever you put in your card is going to be 10% off with code Happy10, which is valid for 24 hours, by the way. So until tomorrow, around the time that this stream started, is how long you've got to go. Beryl is saying, didn't they change it like a year ago? Well, they started changing it. So that's one thing with yarns and yarn production, right? It's if you phase out a yarn and you replace it with others, it's always a matter of you can't reorder a color if you still have hundreds and hundreds of skeins in stock. So you need to find the right time to then make those changes, because it obviously also there is a lead time in how long yarn takes to be produced and then delivered and then put in its place and all of those logistics. So a lot of times if a new yarn comes out or a new color comes out, you can assume that our product department started work on that particular yarn variety or that particular color 2-ish years ago, if not longer. Same for our seasonal yarns. Our product department now is essentially already working on next year's seasonal yarns because it takes that long to prepare the entire process. So it's a little bit of like a, difficult one. Jenny's asking about winners. We've not had any because we have one big giveaway at the end, and I keep talking so much that we're not actually getting to that. It's going to be a, yarn bag for now, but it's really going to be a yarn basket, and we are going to have one lucky winner at the end who walks away with that. Let's talk some more about yarns. There is a cone in the basket. It's our lovely cone 500, so you get 500 grams. That is a little over a pound of cotton. It's 1,860 yards of cotton to be exact. It's a fingering or sock weight yarn, 4-ply cotton. It's our normal 8/4 size. This cone just has, there you go, goes for yards and yards and yards and yards and yards. I was going to say it goes for miles and miles, and then I was like, well, I guess it technically goes for a mile. 1.7 kilometers?
Yeah.
That's roughly a mile,
yeah.
right? 1.6 I think is,
I think,
right?
yeah.
So it's just over a mile. Carol is currently traveling. Safe travels, and I hope you're going somewhere that's nice. Marjorie's saying, ooh, nice. So you get one lovely, lovely cone in your price. It's a lot of cotton, great for both if you just, like to stand your cotton up like this, if you need to store large amounts of it. So the shape of it is just practical. But it's also just a really nice 4-ply cotton yarn. It's perfect for anything from amigurumis to clothing to accessories. You can use that for loads of different things. That's our cone 500 8/4 cotton yarn. Matt can pull up some ideas on what you can make with it. So there is a very hungry caterpillar. Let's not get into that again. Della made this very lovely woven cushion. We do actually quite often get questions about if you can use yarns for weaving, if you can use it for tufting, if you can use it for these different kinds of techniques. And it's really, really interesting. I assume that there is something above the we forget, Matt.
I think so too. Like, it looks like the little flowers they have on in
the poppies, for Remembrance Day.
Right.
But can you scroll up? Like, is the
There's nothing.
it's just cut off, or is it just zoomed?
Yeah, cut off.
Is it because of the way you're zoomed in or out?
No, I don't think so. Oh,
okay.
Oh.
Because I kind of felt like
Yeah.
we forget is just kind of not
No,
like
that's not the
that'd
vibe.
be an odd message with like what is very clearly like a remembrance
But it
picture.
could also be like a commentary that we have.
We forget, yeah.
Yeah.
Susan is asking if the cone colors are matching our friends' yarns. No, they do not. So the cone 500 has its own color palette that is completely separate of any other cotton yarns that we have. Our friends' cotton palette matches within the entire friends line. Our rainbow cotton palette matches within the rainbow line, but they do not match otherwise. And it's the black that goes in the basket. So that is our cone. Lest we forget was the phrase that was on there. I figured it wouldn't just be we forget.
It makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense.
It'd be like kind of funny, not to be disrespectful, if you make a like to remember for like Remembrance Day or any similar occasion, and you just put we forget.
Yeah.
Just
no.
forget about it.
Okay.
Like, it'd be very it would be very odd. There'd be like a little bit of a Susan is saying, I use many of the Hobbii yarns for weaving. Yeah, I really like that's where I was going before I got distracted by the fact that the blanket just said we forget. It's really interesting because I get a lot of questions about things like weaving or tufting or other fiber arts that are not classic crocheting or knitting. And sadly, with a lot of the yarns, the only thing I have to go on is essentially your feedback. So I do then go and check the user gallery. I do check the reviews and try to find if people are talking about having made those things. I know, for instance, if you go on the Mega Ball user gallery and you scroll, by this point, probably 2 years worth of pictures, there's actually someone who made a lot of different tufting projects there that you can actually find. So it's really interesting sometimes. And so I love whenever I come across something that's woven or something that is just, using a technique other than knit and crochet. Because for those, we know all of our yarns are good. So I think it's really, really lovely to go. I do have some more yarn for you. So there's also going to be 2 skeins of Colorina going in the basket. Colorina is another lovely yarn blend. It's a 80% acrylic, 20% wool blend. And here you get another really lovely color interplay. So Colorina essentially gives you a very, very nice soft color change where these colors are just always slowly flowing into each other. So as you can see, the thread is never a solid color. There's always some variegation. There's always some interplay of the different colors here, which just gives you a really, really nice soft change, but it also just makes the whole thing very, very harmonious. It's 218 yards. Very, very nice and soft. It does have 20% wool, so it has that little bit of extra warmth and coziness, but it is 0% scratchy in my opinion. The recommended hook or needle size is a 4.5 to 5.5, and you can machine wash this at low to medium temperature. So a lovely, lovely yarn for those of you who love a bit of color. Each skein can look slightly differently depending on just where in the gradient it starts. So don't be surprised if you order, for instance, this is color 8, and the skein arrives looking a lot more orangey because you'll see that the orange in this case is just underneath, right? So there may be some differences in the skeins because it's not a fixed gradient or fixed color change that goes from one color to the other. It's more of an interplay of all these different beautiful colors.
Oh yeah, and also just a little comment on yesterday. We had Regina's dad. I hope you all enjoyed.
Yes, Mark was
very
here.
fun. And he would say it's soft and subtle, maybe.
Soft and subtle. Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he was quoting his wife on that, right?
Yeah.
As like.
Yeah, and maybe Colorina is that.
It is very much that. It is just delightful. So a fun yarn for those of you who love playing with color. Which color are they getting, Maddie?
Oh, they're getting the I think the pink one. Yeah.
This one. So you're getting 2 skeins of this lovely bright pink color. Happy moment. If you would like to receive a happy moment, if you want to have a happy moment, use code HAPPY10 because it's going to give you 10% off. And if your order total surpasses $60, make sure you use code HAPPYGIFT in addition and add this tote bag to your order because it will become free. So 2 skeins of Colorina go into the price bag, and I think we're slowly reaching the capacity of this tote bag. So everything that's in the price thus far has gone into the tote bag, and I think we're now at capacity. So this is roughly how much yarn you can put in here. Just to recap, that's 2 skeins of Colorina, which are part of your price, 1 whole cone, 2 Alpaca Blazes, 2 Honey Bunnies, 3 Friends Wools, 2 universes, 2 whole universes fit in this bag, and of course 1 little Tutti Frutti Fruta. So that's all that fit into this bag, just for reference. If you want to grab it, it's free with your order over $60 or equivalent in your currency. Just to be sure you know how to use the code, your order total needs to be above $60. You then need to add the code to your you then need to add the tote bag to your cart and then apply the discount code, which is Happy Gift.
We have a step-by-step guide that you made on the
there is
page.
a step-by-step guide on the landing page, just to make it clear, because I know that with free gifts it's sometimes a little bit Michelle is saying, so the tote bag needs to be added. Yes, you need to add it to cart in order for it to become free with the code. So it's sadly not possible to automatically add the gift, at least not for us. I think there is probably someone who can figure out how to do that, but not me. Definitely not me. I can, hardly figure out anything these days. So let's move on to some more yarns because we still have more. There's still 2 more yarns going into the prize. The next one is this fluffy cloud of Cloudy Delight, and there's going to be 2 skeins going in to your basket. This is an acrylic polyamide blend, and this is kind of one of those sort of boucle-ish yarns. So a really lovely soft yarn with a boucle style look and feel. It's not I don't think it's a true boucle. I think it's just a curled thread, but it's still going to give you a really similar look and feel to that. It is very, very, very soft, very squishy, and comes in a lot of really nice bright colors. It's a bulky weight yarn with a recommended hook or needle size of a roughly 6 to 7 millimeters. You get 260 yards on one of these clouds, and like I said, 2 of them are going to make their way to you. Do not be concerned about how beat up these skeins look. We've had them in the studio for quite a while, and we've been, squishing them quite a lot. So you will, of course, when you receive your prize, receive brand new skeins from our warehouse and not these old ones that we've been squishing around for a long time. Someone made a kitty cat. Stephanie made an adorable little kitty cat where
it's also cut off.
where Mega Ball and Cloudy Delight were mixed together. And she actually says frogging it was fine. I guess it was down to the Mega Ball. So the Mega Ball stabilized it to the point where she was able to frog even. It looks so cute. Stephanie, if you're watching,
Big fan.
that looks adorable. But also that summer top looks really nice, Matt. Can you pull that up?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's also cool.
Yes, we'll look at that as well.
That one?
Yeah. So first of all, we have this beautiful little top that was done by Anna. It's a beautiful halter top using 2 different colors. And then, of course, that beautiful dress / robe.
Almost?
Yeah, it's a dress / robe,
Yeah,
right? It looks so cozy. It's done by Jody. It is 5 cakes of Cloudy Delight. It's a sweater dress. And then apparently love this. My partner said it looks something like a D&D player would wear to cosplay. And I looked at that and I was like, yeah, if you're ever doing like a really bright and colorful monk, that would look great.
Yeah.
Except in D&D, monks are like fighters, so probably more cleric actually.
Yeah, it could be a mage type.
It's like a yeah, I'm like if you're like a cleric for like a really bright, fun deity, that would be fun. Cloudy Delight, one of our cloudiest and most delightful yarns, I would say.
I've seen people having issues with the happy gift. It doesn't work apparently. I don't know if it's maybe because you haven't hit the $60 target. Guys out there?
That
maybe?
would be my guess.
Yeah.
It's either that you haven't hit the $60 target, that you don't have the tote bag in your cart yet,
Yeah.
or that
We will check the codes afterwards.
you
just to
have
be sure.
another code that is already being applied that is a better deal. Although that shouldn't happen with the free gift. The free gift should work even if you're not using... You also don't have to use Happy 10 in order for the happy gift to work.
It's a good idea, 10% off.
Yeah.
It would be silly not to use it.
Yeah, well, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was more thinking
Oh,
along
yeah,
the
yeah.
lines like if you're trying to apply a different code instead, like if you have something else, but most codes should work, I think.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure. Also, you need to let us know where it is you're shopping from, because we've had a lot of people from the US saying that it works.
Lauren had the
Yeah,
issue.
Lauren, where are you shopping from?
Yes. Let us know.
Because I know we've had... Oh, discount 45 doesn't work. So yeah, then it's because you have another code active, and some of them, but some of them don't necessarily stack. So it depends on what you... Heather is making a very good point, which is that clerics usually wear armor. That is a good point.
Right, they are male wearers.
But
The
yeah.
colors.
Matt is gonna pull up the colors for Cloudy Delight. I'm now literally thinking of like D&D cosplays, which is great. Very, very excited for the Mighty Nine series coming out.
I think the green here is probably one of my favorite
Yeah,
combinations
very, very
we have.
cute.
It's amazing.
Very, very cute. Emily saying, last week I fell in love with Hurricane. Ooh, also a very lovely yarn. Not part of the price today, but still an extra 10% off if you use code HAPPY10. As is this yarn. This is the final one that's in the prize basket. It is one skein of Winter Glow. Winter Glow is a 51% wool, 49% acrylic blend. It's a lightweight yarn, and it's another color changing one. So you get another one with a lovely color change. This one is on the more neutral side. After all the like pops of color, I feel like Matt wanted a little bit of something more neutral in there as well. It's got 765 yards and a recommended hooker needle size of a 4.5mm to 5.5mm. Those of you who've participated on our Cal with a C, so our crochet along the Be Your Own Star Cal, will be familiar with this yarn. It is really nice and cozy, really nice and soft. It is called Winter Glow for a reason. It's going to keep you really nice and warm and protected from the elements, but it isn't overly scratchy or woolly, I would say. It has a slightly more rustic texture to it, so the thread is not spun perfectly evenly. You will have some bits of thinner yarn on the same skein, and the color change will just start and stop at random places, so no two skeins are going to be the exact same. Amy is saying, I'm crocheting right now with Winter Glow. It's my first time working with it and I'm enjoying it very much. And Angela saying, I'm working on a Winter Glow project. So a lot of people are currently working with Winter Glow, it looks like. And Tina's asking how much it is in pounds. £45 is the threshold for UK users of our codes. The codes are the same. So it is Happy 10 for everyone, regardless of where it is that you are located. And it is Happy Gift for everyone, regardless of where you're located. And the threshold is close to whatever $60 is in your currency. Beryl is saying, is it scratchy compared to Wheel of Alpaca? Ooh, that's a good question.
A lot of acrylic in both.
Well, Wheel of Alpaca has 80% acrylic.
Yeah, exactly.
This one has 49%.
And also, wool is also a little bit more scratchy than alpaca typically, right?
Depending on the type of wool. Like merino is softer.
Yeah.
But I would say the Wheel of Alpaca is a little bit softer. I would say that this, while not scratchy, definitely has a slightly more rough surface compared to the Wheel of Alpaca. I also love that I just was standing here fondling these for a second, but I needed to like figure it out, so needed to know. This is color 10, by the way, because I saw someone ask about it as well. So 765 yards. We do recommend that you hand wash this yarn, and it is suitable for anything from a nice shawl to a nice scarf to nice accessories to a nice blanket to a nice sweater to a nice cardigan to many, many other gorgeous, soft and cozy projects. Sharon is saying, no, Wheel of Alpaca is slightly more scratchy than Winter Glow. See, that's the problem with these things. It is really, really...
Soft to call?
Well, no, it's just very individual. Like, what's... Also, I mean, I need to do the neck test more often. See, and then the fact is that I don't think either of those is particularly scratchy, so... Honestly, now I can't feel a difference between them anymore. So, Sharon says this one is slightly scratchier than this. I felt that this was slightly, not scratchier, but less soft than this. But apparently we're all very different. And then I'm just rubbing it on my neck, which is fine.
It's a sensory experience.
Yeah, I mean that is how you find out like what's scratchy to you is like the best places to do it on the neck. Also because that is where most people get irritation because either your collar or your scarf or whatever touches there. So you know, I love that people are trying to. Figure out, you know, what is more scratchy to them. It is really difficult because it is such a subjective thing. It is very much something that varies from person to person, from season to season. We're now going into winter in a lot of places at least, so that also means that of course you're going to be around the drier air from the radiators a lot more, which means your skin is going to be drier, which usually means your skin is going to be more sensitive. All that added together, you know, changes how you perceive itchiness of yarn quite a lot.
I'm gonna bathe in lotion.
basically. That's the only way to go. My lips are really dry as well. I have like a lip gloss I'm going to put on in a minute. So those were all the yarns that are in the price. So just to recap, you get 2 skeins of Honey Bunny. Hello. You get 2 skeins of Honey Bunny. You get 1 Winter Glow. You get a whole cone. You get 2 Colorinas. You'll get a Tutti Frutti Fruta. You'll get 2 full clouds of Delight. You will get 3 Best Friends Wool.
In those colors too.
In those colors.
Yeah.
We will not give you the universe. We will give you 2. It's always good to have a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always good to have a backup universe in case something goes wrong with the first one. You can reboot it from the. And then finally we've got 2 Alpaca Blazes. So this basket full of yarn is what's at stake for one lucky winner, and then you can put all of that into this bright red fantastic
that you can put on your head.
Tote bag that you should not put on your head. Don't put plastic on your head. Please do not. I mean, unless it's like for like a costume or something. But then, make sure there's ample oxygen coming to your brain, which I feel like is something that my brain is deprived of right now. So we've got the free tote bag, and even if you are not our lucky winner, you can still get one of those. If your order total surpasses $60 and you have the tote bag in your card, make sure to apply the code HAPPYGIFT, which will make this free. Just to recap, you need to add the tote bag to your order, and then once the order total surpasses, it will be free with that order. We all need a spare universe, says Jax. And Cynthia's giving me a great idea, which is that I should fill this bag with yarn and then whack you with it.
I thought it wasn't supposed to go in the head. Like you're gonna whack my head with it or something, right? I mean, that's the idea.
Yeah, but that's not.
It's a little bit hypocritical.
Putting it over your head.
I guess not.
I can undercut you from below.
True. Yeah. I guess. Don't give her ideas, guys. Come on. You know what?
The levels of violence that are coming out.
Chat, you guys write something in there right now.
Yeah. Do you want to win the yarn basket?
Yeah, do you?
Serious question. Because if you do, you've now got 1.5 minutes to type our secret code word. Those of you who are on YouTube and on Facebook are both able to participate. So type #giveaway in the chat, just as it is spelled up here, to get yourself your discount. Regarding both Happy 10 and Happy Gift, the codes are set up so they work in tandem with each other. They may not be compatible with other discount codes. So if you are using other codes, or if there are other codes auto-applied, that might be what is interfering with Happy Gift working. I don't control every discount, sadly, on the website. If I did, boy, would you be getting discounts. Would we all be getting discounts? So as long as you use Happy 10 and Happy Gift together, they should work. But it may be a few other codes out there that are not compatible. So just the checkout always tries to give you the best possible deal that it can. That's how it works.
And hello to YouTube, by the way, as well. We have neglected you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, but hi.
Yes, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us as well. I can only see one chat at a time, and usually it is the Facebook chat. But I do hope that you've also had a good time joining us. And you've got 5 seconds left to put #giveaway in the chat to be potentially our lucky winner of this amazing basket. Both Happy 10 and Happy Gift will be valid until tomorrow, around the time that this stream started, so 24 hours from when we got started. If we run out of tote bags, then of course Happy Gift will no longer be available. So if the tote bag is out of stock, then it is out of stock. I know we have limited stock available, so just as a little side note. And we've got our winner, and it is Laura Cunningham Robinson. Laura Cunningham Robinson, congratulations. You are the lucky winner of a super cute basket full of beautiful yarns put together by the loving hands of the one and only Matthias. Dear Laura, please send us an email to live@hobbii.com and please include your full address as well as your phone number, as most carriers require a phone number for us to be able to place that order for you, and we will make sure to send that basket your way ASAP. Congratulations, Laura, and thank you to all of you for joining me today. I know it was a little bit of a different stream than we've had in the past, but with Black Friday coming up, I figured why not switch things up a little bit. We'll have our big Black Friday live shopping next Tuesday, right here on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. It's going to feature both myself and the amazing Jaya. It's going to be packed full of fun and offers and hopefully no fire. And it's going to be great, so you should join us there. We'll also have a little mini morning show on the actual Black Friday itself to just kick off the day with some yarny funsies for you as well. On Thursday, both this week and next week, you can join Matthias for quiz time if you want to get guessing and maybe grab some awesome little prizes for yourself. Join him on Facebook and YouTube for our live quiz time.
Please do.
That's it from us. I hope you enjoyed today's show. You should be getting follow-up messages on Facebook Messenger with the deals if you've been commenting on this stream, so you can get them all there as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care and see you very soon. Bye!
Bye!